Today, we're diving into 15 car engines that will drain your wallet faster than they burn fuel. From $8,000 repairs and catastrophic failures to engines that literally destroy themselves from within, I'm exposing the worst car engine failures that mechanics see every day. Stay tuned. Number 3 might save you from the biggest used car mistake of your life. Starting at number 15, we have GM's Oldsmobile 350 diesel. It powered Cutlasses, Delta 88s, and even Cadillacs, and it is a textbook case of how not to build a diesel engine. GM rushed it to market by converting a gas engine block which produced a pathetic 105 horsepower while destroying itself from within. The 1978 to 1980 models were catastrophically unreliable, using gasoline engine head bolts that couldn't handle diesel compression, causing blown head gaskets and hydro-locked engines 3,000 plus repairs. It also lacked a fuel water separator, so water-contaminated diesel wrecked the injector pump and fuel system. Cold starts were another nightmare. Glow plugs often failed, leaving drivers cranking for ages. Even when it ran, the engine was noisy, slow, and unreliable. Early models lacked proper PCV systems, coating electrical connections with diesel soot that prevented starting. Despite improvements in 1981 models, the damage was done. Class action lawsuits flooded courts while resale values plummeted. Thousands of engines were swapped back to gas. Next up, at number 14 is Toyota V35A twin-turbo 3.4-liter V6. Not all engines live up to their promises, and Toyota's V35A twin-turbo 3.4-liter V6 is proving to be one of them. Found in the 2022 to 2023 Toyota Tundra and Lexus LX 600 models, this engine delivers impressive power but comes with serious reliability concerns. Toyota recently recalled over 102,000 vehicles with this engine due to manufacturing debris potentially adhering to bearings. When this happens, you'll experience engine knocking, rough running, or complete engine failure. The recall affects gas-only models built between July 2021 and February 2023. While Toyota promises free repairs under warranty, this situation raises serious questions about the V35A's long-term reliability. If you're finding this information helpful, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. At number 13 is Jeep's 3.6-liter Pentastar V6, which powers Wranglers, Grand Cherokees, and Cherokees with impressive power and notorious reliability issues. This V6 nightmare, especially in 2011 to 2014 models, suffers from cylinder head failures causing misfires, ticking noises, and check engine lights. What's $500 to $3,000 repair? Many owners hear ticking sounds from bad rocker arms that get louder when you accelerate. Overheating is common, especially in Wranglers with big tires and wrong gear ratios. If you hear rattling or tapping, it's probably the timing chain or oil pump about to fail, which can destroy your engine completely. Cooling systems get clogged easily from sand in the cylinder heads and other debris. Even well-maintained Jeeps often have major engine problems before 100,000 miles. While Jeep hasn't issued a full recall, repair shops are swamped. Jasper Engines has over 1,000 Pentastar rebuilds on back order. This shows just how many of these engines are failing across the country, despite what Jeep claims about their reliability. At number 12 is Mercedes M2711 1.8-liter engine, which powers C-Class, E-Class, and SLK models with German prestige. This four-cylinder nightmare, especially in 2002 to 2010 models, suffers from catastrophic timing chain failures that start with cold start rattling before destroying valves. 3,000 to 8,500 repair. The balance shaft sprocket teeth wear prematurely on pre-2010 engines, requiring complete engine removal to fix. Camshaft adjuster magnets leak oil into the wiring harness, contaminating the ECU and creating electrical gremlins throughout the vehicle. Carbon buildup chokes intake valves on CGI, direct injection models, while valve cover gaskets and oil cooler seals leak regularly, creating impressive oil puddles beneath your three-pointed star. The supercharger clutch fails on compressor versions, causing power loss and whining noises. Despite Mercedes addressing some issues in post-2010 models, many owners still face complete engine rebuilds before 100,000 miles. At number 11 is the Subaru EJ25 engine, especially in models from 1997 to 2005. It was both loved and hated at the same time. This 2.5-liter flat, 4-engine-powered fan-favorite Subarus like the Impreza, Forester, and Outback with that classic Subaru rumble and strong all-wheel drive. But it had a serious flaw: head gasket failures. The aluminum design and weak gaskets often caused coolant to leak, sometimes outside the engine, sometimes into the oil, creating a milky sludge that could ruin the engine completely. The Boxer engine's layout helped keep the car stable, but it made fixing things a nightmare. In most cases, you had to pull the whole engine just to replace the head gasket, often costing over $2,000. Cold mornings brought another headache. Piston slap, a knocking noise caused by uneven cylinder wear. Subaru eventually improved the engine, but not before thousands of owners learned to carry extra coolant just to stay on the road. If you're enjoying the content, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. Coming in at number 10 is the Audi 2.0-liter TFSI engine, found in the 2009 to 2011 A4, 2010 to 2011 A5, and 2011 Q5 models. It was plagued by severe oil consumption. Over 126,000 vehicles were included in a class action settlement. Faulty piston rings and excessive crankcase vacuum caused oil to burn off rapidly. Owners often added a quart every 500 to 1,000 miles. Audi initially called it normal, but eventually issued a fix involving piston ring replacement and a redesigned crankcase system, often requiring a $6,000 plus engine rebuild. The engine also suffered from sudden timing chain tensioner failures. Bent valves and $3,000 to $8,500 repairs were common. Additional problems included oil sludge, faulty PCV valve, and clogged fuel injectors. Consumer Reports listed the 2009 to 2010 A4 as among the most likely to need a full engine rebuild. Despite recalls and warranty extensions, many repair bills exceeded car value. Thousands of frustrated owners traded them in, fueling lasting distrust in Audi's 2.0T engines. At number 9 is the GM 2.4-liter Ecotec engine, found in the 2010 to 2013 Chevy Equinox, GMC Terrain, and several sedans. And it is a quiet killer, quietly destroying itself while giving few warning signs. It suffers from bad piston rings that fail to seal properly, causing the engine to burn oil, often a quart every 1,000 miles or less. This leads to ruined pistons and valves, with repairs costing $2,000 to $3,000. Worse, the oil loss happens slowly, so many owners didn't realize anything was wrong until the engine failed. The rear main seal also tends to leak after 70,000 miles, leaving oil puddles and even more costly repairs. GM was hit with class action lawsuits and extended warranties for some, but many drivers were left with dead engines right after their warranty expired. Even with perfect maintenance and synthetic oil, these engines often needed repairs worth more than the car itself. At number 8 is Ford's 1.0-liter EcoBoost engine, found in Fiestas, Focuses, and EcoSports. It offered great fuel economy, but came with major flaws, especially in 2011 through 2014 models. One major flaw was the wet belt timing system. Ford placed the oil pump drive belt inside the engine oil, where it would degrade over time. Once worn, oil pressure drops instantly, often leading to catastrophic engine failure, well before its claimed 150,000 miles. Coolant leaks were also common, leading to $2,000 to $5,000 engine replacements. Turbochargers failed early too, often from heat or oil starvation. Ford recalled 2011 to 2013 models for faulty coolant hoses and eventually agreed to pay 100% of repair costs for many. Still, countless owners were left with class actions, major repair bills, and cars worth less than the cost to fix them. At number 7 is the Ford 5.4-liter Triton V8, which turned routine maintenance into mechanical chaos. It powered millions of F-150s, expeditions, and navigators. But there's a reason mechanics cringe when they see one. The notorious 3-valve version in model 2004 to 2013 suffers catastrophic failures that'll empty your wallet faster than your gas tank. Spark plugs either blow out or break off during removal. $100 to $2,000 to fix. The ignition system's coil-on-plug design deteriorates, causing misfires and bucking that mimic transmission problems. The real nightmare is timing chain failures. Tensioners, guides, and cam phasers create a diesel-like rattle before total failure, $1,000 to $2,000 repair. Oil sludge builds up rapidly, and those plastic intake manifolds crack, leaking coolant. $500 to $1,000 to fix. The 2004 to 2006 models are affected the most. Even with religious 3,000-mile oil changes, these engines often need complete replacement before 150,000 miles. Despite these issues, millions of Tritons are still on the road. Just listen for the distinctive sound of a spark plug rocketing out of the engine. Coming up at number 6 is the Cadillac Northstar V8. Especially 2000 to 2005 models. It is infamous for major problems, mainly catastrophic head gasket failure. The TTY bolts stretch excessively under thermal cycling, leading to coolant leaks and potential engine damage. Repair costs typically range from $1,000 to $3,000, depending on severity and labor rates. Oil leaks are also common. Rear main seals, $500 to $1,500 a repair, and valve cover gaskets, $200 to $500 fix, fail frequently, particularly in higher mileage examples. Worst of all is the excessive oil consumption. Many engines require a quart every 500 to 1,000 miles. Fixing the oil consumption issue can cost $1,000 to $5,000, often more than the car's value. While later, post-2005 versions improved slightly, the Northstar's reputation never recovered. At number 5, we've got BMW's N47 diesel engine, found in popular models like the 1, 2, 3, and 5. This 2.0-liter turbo diesel offered solid performance and good fuel economy, but it came with some major headaches. This 2.0-liter turbo diesel, especially in pre-2011 models, suffers from catastrophic timing chain failures due to its rear-mounted design. The first sign of trouble was usually a rattling noise at startup, which dealers would brush off as normal, but when the chain finally failed, it often caused serious engine damage. $1,500 to $3,000 repair. On top of that, the engine had turbo issues, oil leaks, clogged EGR valves, and bad injectors. Repair costs regularly hit $5,000 plus. Sometimes on cars worth less than that. BMW recalled nearly 800,000 vehicles globally for EGR cooler issues that could cause engine fires. Despite BMW addressing timing chain issues in post-2011 models, many owners still face complete engine rebuilds before 150,000 miles. If you're finding this information helpful, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. At number 4, we have the Mazda RX-813 BMP 1.3-liter Renesas rotary engine. It was a high-revving marvel, 250 horsepower from a tiny package, but also a reliability nightmare. Early models, especially 2004 to 2005 models, were plagued by premature apex seal wear, leading to compression loss, power drop, and starting problems. Repairs can run $3,000 to $8,500. These engines burn oil rapidly, often a quart per 1,000 miles, and the eccentric shaft bearings wear prematurely because they spin 3 times faster than the rotors. Don't forget the notorious hot start issues from those weak factory starters, $800 to fix, and spark plugs that need changing every 10,000 miles. Even well-maintained engines needed a full rebuild before 100,000 miles, costing up to $8,500, often more than the car's worth. Despite winning awards, the Renesas demands strict upkeep, premium fuel, synthetic oil changes every 3,000 miles, and regular warm-ups. Tempted by a cheap RX-8? Be prepared. Its low price usually hides high repair bills. Next, at number 3 is is Jaguar Land Rover's 2.0D Ingenium engine. It powers Evoque's Discoveries, F-Paces, and XFs with British prestige, but it's also known for reliability problems. This diesel nightmare, especially in 2015 to 2019 models, suffers from catastrophic timing chain failures that start with cold engine rattling before destroying valves and pistons. $20,000 a plus for complete rebuilds. Turbocharger failures plague these engines due to oil starvation, while DPF systems struggle to reach proper temperatures, especially in transversely mounted applications. Oil gets diluted when unburnt fuel mixes with it during failed regeneration, ruining the oil's ability to lubricate. Injector faults create excessive heat that can melt pistons, while JLR's ambitious 21,000-mile service intervals hurt engine lifespan. And even well-maintained cars often need full rebuilds before 100,000 miles. Even though timing chains were improved in 2019 models, repair costs often outweigh the car's value. If you find an unusually cheap Range Rover, now you know why. At number 2 is the Chrysler 2.7-liter V6 engine, deployed across Dodge, Chrysler, and Jeep models from 1998 to 2010, is known for serious reliability issues, especially in 2000 to 2005 models. The main problem is oil sludge buildup, caused by poor oil passages and ventilation, which leads to oil starvation, bearing failure, and engine seizure, often with no warning. Replacing the engine can cost $3,500 to $5,000. Another issue is the water pump, located behind the timing chain. When it fails, coolant leaks into the oil pan, damaging the engine. Repairing this can cost $1,200 to $1,800. The timing chain tensioner also fails often, causing chain slippage and possible valve damage. This repair typically costs $800 to $1,500. Despite some updates over the years, the engine's design issues were never fully fixed. Mechanics generally recommend avoiding these engines, no matter the condition or maintenance history. Taking the top spot for the worst car engine on our list is the BMW N63 twin-turbo V8 engine. It powers flagship models like the 550i, 650i, 750i, X5 and X6 from 2008 to 2014 and represents one of BMW's most problematic power plants. This 400-plus horsepower engine's innovative Hot V design placed turbos between cylinder banks, creating catastrophic heat issues that destroyed everything nearby. The primary issue is valve stem seal failure, causing excessive oil consumption and white smoke from the exhaust. This repair requires engine removal, costing $5,000 to $6,000 at dealerships. Timing chain failures present another critical concern, typically occurring after 100,000 miles with catastrophic results. This repair costs $1,600 to $1,800 when caught early. Fuel injector failures occur with alarming frequency, often before 30,000 miles, causing misfires and rough idle. Expect to pay $350 to $850 per replacement. Carbon buildup due to direct injection requires walnut blasting every 60,000 miles at $350 to $400 to prevent performance degradation. BMW eventually acknowledged these flaws with a customer care package and class action settlement in 2015. But many owners still face repair bills exceeding $5,000 annually. And there you have it. 15 car engines designed to destroy both themselves and your bank account. If you're shopping for a used car, remember this list. The cheapest BMW, Jeep, or Cadillac might seem like a bargain until that first $5,000 repair bill hits. Which of these engine nightmares have you experienced? Drop a comment below, and if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your experiences in the comments. See you in the next video.